Are you ready for this shocking news? Because what we're about to tell you could make your next trip to the grocery store feel like a horror movie. Food prices are spiraling out of control, and February is set to hit harder than ever. That's right, 2025 is bringing more than just a chill in the air, it's bringing terrifying price hikes to your favorite grocery items. Some of these increases are so steep, they'll leave your wallet gasping for air. From basic essentials to everyday treats, the cost of feeding your family is heading into uncharted territory. But here's the kicker. It won't just be a general rise. 20 specific foods are about to become budget-breaking monsters. Think your morning coffee is safe? Think again. How about those pantry go-tos? Prepare for a rude awakening. The clock is ticking, and if you don't start planning now, February could take a massive bite out of your budget. Stick with us to uncover which 20 foods will cost more than ever, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself against this rising storm. Don't say we didn't warn you. This knowledge could be the difference between staying afloat or getting buried in rising costs. Number 20, cheese. Brace yourself, because the beloved staple of family dinners, weekend pizzas, and charcuterie boards is under attack. Yes, cheese lovers, February is about to bring some sour news. Cheese prices are climbing, and they're not stopping anytime soon. Gouda, Parmesan, mozzarella, these aren't just tasty treats anymore. They're quickly becoming luxury items. What's driving this cheesy catastrophe, you ask? The reasons are downright chilling. The cost of cattle feed has skyrocketed, making dairy farming more expensive than ever. Add to that widespread labor shortages, which are slowing down production, and don't forget the rising energy costs needed to keep your cheese perfectly refrigerated. It's a perfect storm, putting intense pressure on the cheese supply chain. And with the growing demand for artisan and specialty cheeses, the competition is fierce, sending prices through the roof. If cheese is life in your house, it's time to pivot. Think about cutting back on your usage. Use it sparingly as a topping instead of drowning your dishes in gooey goodness. Look for local, budget-free options or even consider vegan alternatives. Number 19. Bacon. Just when you thought your breakfast was safe, here comes the bad news you didn't want to hear. The crispy, savory icon of brunch tables everywhere is about to become a budget buster. Bacon, the undisputed king of breakfast and the secret weapon of so many recipes, is under immense pressure. February could mark the start of its rise into luxury tea status, and trust us, your wallet will feel the hit. What's causing this breakfast classic to break the bank? It's a storm of troubling factors. Feed costs for pigs are skyrocketing, eating away at farmers' profits. Labor shortages across the pork industry are grinding production to a halt. And then there's the unrelenting threat of African swine fever spreading like wildfire, reducing pig populations around the globe. To make matters worse, increasing global demand for pork in emerging markets has put a squeeze on already strained supply chains. It's not looking good for bacon fans. But there's a silver lining. If you're willing to adapt, you can stretch your bacon supply, swap it out for cheaper proteins like ham, or even consider plant-based bacon alternatives that mimic the crunch and flavor. And standardized sizing bacon. Number 18. Mushrooms. Get ready for another shocking hit to your grocery list because even mushrooms are facing a dark future. February could mark the beginning of the end for affordable fungi. Mushrooms, celebrated for their versatility and rich umami flavor, are about to become a far pricier addition to your recipes. This humble ingredient may soon feel like an indulgence, and here's why. The process of growing mushrooms is anything but simple. They need carefully controlled conditions, perfect humidity levels, precise temperatures, and specialized setups to thrive. With energy costs spiraling out of control, maintaining these delicate environments has become an expensive challenge for growers. On top of that, global demand for mushrooms, both fresh and processed, is surging, piling even more pressure on the supply chain. And if that wasn't scary enough, climate issues are making cultivation even harder in some regions, threatening harvests altogether. Love mushrooms on your pizza? Or perhaps they're your secret weapon in hearty meals. It's time to rethink your strategy. To save money, you might need to reduce your usage, or swap mushrooms out entirely. Alternatives like eggplant or zucchini can offer a similar texture in your dishes, so don't wait. Adapt now, before mushrooms vanish from your budget. Number 17. Bell peppers. Hold on tight, because your favorite splash of color in the kitchen is about to come with a hefty price tag. Bell peppers, those crisp, vibrant gems that brighten up salads, stir-fries, and countless dishes, are sliding into the danger zone. February might be when this grocery staple pushes your budget to the brink. What's behind this bell pepper crisis? The answer will make you think twice. Climate change is wreaking havoc on major growing regions like Mexico and Spain. Unpredictable weather, including extreme heat and freezing temperatures, has devastated harvests. To make matters worse, rising production costs are biting hard. Fertilizers, farming equipment, and labor are all becoming more expensive. And then there's the nightmare of transportation and storage. With global logistics in turmoil, the cost to pack and deliver these delicate veggies has soared, squeezing already strained supply chains. If bell peppers have a starring role in your recipes, it's time to rethink your approach. Look into local, seasonal veggies that can fill the gap, or use spices like paprika to add that signature flavor without the premium price. This peppery predicament won't solve itself, so prepare to adapt before your favorite ingredient burns a hole in your wallet. Number 16. Lamb. Prepare for a shocking twist to your dinner table, because lamb, a treasured favorite for its rich flavor and ties to timeless culinary traditions, is on the brink of becoming even more exclusive. Yes, February may be the month when lamb officially transforms from a cherished meal to a luxury item that's out of reach for many. What's driving this price hike? It's nothing short of a storm of challenges. The cost of feeding and maintaining sheep is surging, with skyrocketing feed prices and labor shortages hammering the livestock industry. Raising lamb is no easy feat, and these costs are piling up, leaving farmers to grapple with serious strain. And as if that weren't enough, global demand for lamb is on the rise. With more people craving its unique texture and flavor, the pressure on supply has reached a boiling point. Brace yourself. This price jump could mean lamb is no longer an everyday indulgence, but a rare treat for special moments. If you love lamb, now's the time to start planning. Save it for those exclusive occasions and explore more affordable protein alternatives like chicken or lentils to keep your meal satisfying. Don't wait. This culinary delight may soon come with an appetite-crushing price tag. Number 15. Tea. Get ready, because your cherished daily ritual is under siege. Tea, the soothing beverage that fuels mornings and brings calm to your evenings, is about to cost you more than just comfort. February could mark a bitter turn for tea lovers everywhere. Here's the grim reality. Key tea-producing giants like China, India, and Sri Lanka are locked in a battle against climate change. From unpredictable rainfall patterns to scorching heat waves, these extreme weather events are crippling tea plantations, reducing both the quality and quantity of harvests. The result? A steep drop in supply. But that's not all. Tea's popularity is soaring worldwide thanks to its health benefits and cultural significance. This surge in demand is putting immense pressure on already struggling producers, forcing prices to climb higher, and the hits keep coming. Rising production costs and a transportation system burdened by soaring fuel prices mean your favorite tea leaves are arriving at your store with a much heftier price tag. Number 14. Pork. Brace yourself, because another kitchen staple is stepping into the danger zone. Pork, one of the most widely consumed proteins across the globe, is about to become a financial burden in February. Yes, even this everyday favorite is succumbing to sky-high costs. Here's the ugly truth behind the looming pork price hike. African swine fever, a relentless and deadly disease, continues to decimate pig populations worldwide. Entire farms have been wiped out, leaving a massive dent in supply. And the nightmare doesn't end there. The cost of feeding pigs has surged, with skyrocketing prices for grains and other essentials putting farmers in an impossible position. Add to that the never-ending logistical chaos, transportation delays, increased fuel prices, and labor shortages, and you've got the perfect storm for pork lovers. This upward trend could leave your favorite pork-based dishes out of reach. Bacon, sausage, pulled pork. It may all turn into rare treats instead of weekly staples. What can you do? Start considering alternatives now. Cheaper proteins like chicken or turkey might save your meals, or you can explore the new wave of plant-based options that mimic pork's taste. Act fast, because soon a plate of pork might come with a premium you can't stomach. Number 13. Hazelnuts. Hold tight, because one of your guilty pleasures is under threat. Hazelnuts, the luscious nut that makes your favorite hazelnut spreads, chocolates, and desserts irresistible, are about to become a luxury item in February. This isn't just a price hike, it's a nutty nightmare unfolding right in front of us. Turkey, the world's largest hazelnut producer, is at the epicenter of this crisis. This country is responsible for the lion's share of the global supply, but adverse weather events have ravaged their hazelnut harvests. Unpredictable frosts, storms, and extreme temperatures are spelling disaster for these delicate crops. With smaller harvests year after year, the availability of hazelnuts is shrinking faster than anyone expected. But here's the twist that makes everything worse. Global demand for hazelnuts is skyrocketing. From decadent spreads to gourmet chocolates, everyone wants a taste. Unfortunately, this rising appetite, paired with limited supply, is pricing hazelnuts right out of everyday reach. What's the solution? If you can't stomach the soaring costs, it's time to pivot. Almonds or walnuts could become your go-to options in recipes and snacks. Act quickly, though, because hazelnuts are on a slippery slope to becoming an indulgence only a few can afford. Number 12. Beer. Beer lovers, brace yourselves, because your go-to refreshing treat is under siege. Yes, even your beloved cold one is about to leave a bigger dent in your wallet this February. What's causing this brewing disaster? A perfect storm of crises that's targeting beer at its very core. The nightmare begins with climate change wreaking havoc on the essential ingredients, barley and hops. Barley becomes more expensive each year. These key crops are being battered by unpredictable weather, from devastating droughts to unseasonal rains, slashing harvests and threatening their quality. Fewer, lower-quality crops mean supply is dwindling, and the cost of brewing beer is climbing higher. But wait, there's more bad news. Production costs are spiraling out of control. Rising energy prices, increased transportation expenses, and even the demands of cold storage are all adding to the final price tag of your favorite drink. And just like that, your faithful partner at weekend hangouts, the beer, feels less like a treat and more like a luxury. Here's your survival guide. Try local craft beers, which might be a bit easier on your pocket. Or venture into alternatives like ciders or even homemade fermented drinks. Act now, because soon, savoring beer might feel like you've poured money straight down the drain. Number 11. Butter. Get ready, because one of your kitchen's most beloved staples is in trouble. Butter, a creamy classic that's the heart and soul of countless recipes, is gearing up for a chilling price surge this February. What's behind this rich treat turning into an expensive indulgence? The story is more unsettling than you think. First, the chaos starts with the dairy industry. Rising cattle feed costs, skyrocketing energy demands for processing, and the high expenses of refrigeration are driving dairy farmers to hike prices. Every pat of butter now comes with a costlier backstory. But that's not all. The world has a growing obsession with baked goods, and butter, being the magic ingredient in those flaky croissants and decadent cakes, is in higher demand than ever. The result? Supplies are dwindling and prices are climbing fast. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a recipe for kitchen chaos. Your go-to spread, your sauce base, your baking essential, it all might soon feel out of reach. What can be done? Consider adjusting now. Margarine and vegetable oils may lack the charm of butter but could help keep costs down, at least for everyday cooking. Act fast, because soon, butter may come with a price tag too bitter to swallow. Number 10. Avocado. The creamy green luxury that's slipping out of reach. Avocado lovers, prepare yourselves, because February is spelling serious trouble for your favorite superfood. This powerhouse fruit, celebrated for its healthy fats and unmatched versatility, is on a fast track to becoming a wallet buster. Why? It all begins in its key producing regions like Mexico and Central America, where climate change is wreaking absolute havoc. Water scarcity is hitting avocado farming hard. This thirsty crop demands massive amounts of water, and now that's becoming a rare resource. Add to that soil degradation fueled by extreme weather conditions, and you've got a recipe for disaster. Production is plummeting, leaving fewer avocados to go around. Think that's bad? There's more. Thanks to its status as a global health icon, the demand for avocados is skyrocketing. From smoothies to toast, everyone wants a slice of the action, but the international supply chain is saturated. The result? A price tag that keeps climbing higher, forcing many to reconsider their love affair with this fruit. Here's your plan of action. To fight the pinch, use avocados sparingly. Save them for true treats, not everyday eats. Or explore budget-friendly alternatives like local fruits or spreads. Act fast, because soon your avocado obsession might cost you dearly. Number 9. Pasta. Hold on to your forks, because the queen of carbs is facing a crisis. Pasta, the budget-friendly comfort food that has fed countless families through generations, is about to break your heart. And your wallet. This February, what was once an affordable pantry staple might become a luxury many can't afford. The culprit? A relentless wheat shortage. Right across Europe and North America, extreme weather events, think scorching droughts and relentless heat waves, have decimated wheat crops. With less wheat to go around, prices are skyrocketing and pasta is caught in the chaos. And the storm doesn't stop there. Rising transportation and energy costs are adding fuel to the fire, making it more expensive to produce and distribute those beloved noodles. So, this isn't just about fewer spaghetti nights, it's about a staple food that's been a lifesaver for tight budgets, becoming less accessible. For many, that's a devastating blow to their meal plans. But don't panic just yet. Consider exploring alternatives like rice, legume-based pastas, or even rice noodles. Also, meal planning and portioning can help you stretch what you've got. Take action now, because soon, indulging in a plate of pasta might feel like a heartbreak too heavy to handle. Number 8. Milk. Brace yourselves, because even the humble jug of milk isn't safe from February's wave of rising prices. This essential staple, found in fridges everywhere, is slowly becoming a financial burden. What's causing this pivotal ingredient to sour when it comes to costs? The truth is more unsettling than you might think. The dairy industry is facing a perfect storm of skyrocketing expenses. Feeding cows has become more expensive, refrigerated transport costs are climbing, and new environmental regulations aimed at reducing the industry's planet-harming impact are adding even more pressure. It doesn't stop there. Labor shortages on dairy farms are crippling production. With fewer workers to handle the workload, it's harder to keep up with demand, pushing prices higher than ever. Every glass of milk, every splash in your coffee, every bowl of cereal, it's all going to cost more. And for a product that's a daily necessity for many, this is a hard hit. What's the solution? It might be time to reconsider your options. Plant-based alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, or soy milk are growing in popularity, and for good reason. They're often kinder to the planet and can even be easier on your wallet, but act quickly, because soon milk might feel less like a staple and more like a luxury. Number 7. Spinach. The salad superstar is slipping out of reach, and the news isn't pretty. Spinach, the nutrient-packed powerhouse beloved by healthy eaters everywhere, is heading for a serious price hike this February. If you thought your weekly grocery bill was bad, buckle up, because things are about to get even worse. What's behind this leafy green's rising cost? The answer is a nightmare for farmers and shoppers alike. Extreme weather events have taken a cruel toll on spinach crops. Droughts have baked the soil dry, while unexpected frosts have frozen crops in their tracks. For regions like California, a key producer, these weather disasters have slashed spinach harvests dramatically. With fewer crops to go around, prices are spiraling upwards. But the bad news doesn't stop there. Rising transportation and labor costs are like salt in the wound, driving up the price of spinach even further. This means that the once affordable salad star could soon be reserved for special occasions, not everyday meals. What can you do? Start considering alternatives like kale, Swiss chard, or blends of local greens. They may not be spinach, but they'll help you keep your meals nutritious without breaking the bank. Act now, because soon, spinach might leave your plate altogether. Number 6. Ice cream. Get ready to face the chilling truth, because even this beloved dessert isn't safe. Ice cream, the sweet, creamy treat that has brought joy to countless moments of indulgence, is about to take a cruel hit. This February, the cost of your favorite frozen delight is set to soar, and the reasons are enough to make you lose your appetite. Why is this happening? The list of culprits is downright terrifying. The essential ingredients that make ice cream magical, milk, sugar, and natural vanilla, are all facing skyrocketing prices. Milk costs are going up fast, sugar supplies are tighter than ever, and the production of vanilla has been devastated by climate change, making it harder to source this key flavoring. But that's not all. The costs of refrigerated transport and storage are climbing higher than the peaks of a double scoop. All these factors combined mean that ice cream is in danger of becoming a luxury instead of your go-to dessert. What can you do to avoid a dessert crisis? Consider getting creative. Try making homemade ice cream with local fruits or explore cheaper alternatives at your grocery store. Act soon. Because at this rate, that pint of ice cream might just leave you with an empty spoon and an even emptier wallet. Number 5. Yogurt. Brace yourselves, because even this health-conscious favorite is falling victim to February's relentless wave of rising prices. Yogurt, the creamy staple praised for its gut-boosting probiotics and versatile uses, is becoming harder to keep in your fridge without breaking the bank. Why the price surge? The truth is as unsettling as a sour spoonful. Yogurt production is deeply tied to the struggling dairy industry, which is being slammed by soaring costs. Feeding dairy cattle has become an expensive endeavor. not to mention the skyrocketing energy bills for refrigerated storage and transportation. And if you're a fan of Greek yogurt, there's even more bad news. Greek yogurt requires significantly more milk to produce, putting extra pressure on manufacturers who are already grappling with limited resources. With production costs spiraling out of control, yogurt could lose its spot as a household essential and turn into an occasional luxury. But don't panic just yet. There's still hope for your breakfast bowls. Consider switching to plant-based alternatives made from coconut, soy, or oat. Not only are they better for the environment, but they could also be kinder to your wallet. Hurry though, before February turns your favorite morning pick-me-up into a distant memory. Number 4. Maple syrup. Sweet, golden, and oh so delicious, maple syrup has been a breakfast favorite for generations. But brace yourself, because this beloved treat is slipping out of reach. Come February, maple syrup will cost you more, and the reasons are as unsettling as a barren stack of pancakes. The main culprit? Climate change is wreaking havoc on the very trees that produce this liquid gold. Maple syrup comes from the sap of sugar maple trees, and the process depends on precise weather patterns. Warmer winters and unpredictable temperature swings are making the sap flow erratic, reducing the yield. And that's just the beginning. Making maple syrup is a labor-intensive process that demands time, energy, and skilled workers. This, combined with soaring energy costs, has left producers struggling to maintain supply without boosting prices. Now, a drizzle of maple syrup on your breakfast could feel like a luxury rather than a staple. Don't despair. There are alternatives to keep your sweet tooth satisfied. Switch to local honey, fruit syrups, or other natural sweeteners that are easier on your budget. Act now and savor what's left, because a world where maple syrup is out of reach might leave your mornings feeling a lot less sweet. Number 3. Garlic. Get ready for some bad news about this kitchen essential. Garlic, the aromatic superstar that elevates almost every dish, is facing some serious trouble. By February, the cost of garlic is expected to climb, leaving your favorite recipes a little less flavorful and a lot harder on your wallet. What's behind this culinary nightmare? The first culprit is bad weather. Major garlic-producing regions like China and the United States have been battling unpredictable conditions, from heavy rains to extreme heat, which has drastically reduced crop yields. On top of that, there's a crippling shortage of farm workers to harvest what little garlic is growing. And if that wasn't enough, rising fuel costs have made shipping garlic across the globe outrageously expensive. For a food that's practically a necessity in every household, this price hike will hit hard. Imagine cooking without that irresistible garlic aroma wafting through your kitchen. It's a depressing thought. Suddenly, but don't give up just yet. Consider switching to garlic powder, which often comes in at a lower price, or get creative with other local spices to pack some punch into your dishes. Act fast, because a world without affordable garlic is scarier than any vampire story. Number 2. Carrots. The humble crunchy carrot is about to get a lot harder to afford. This budget-friendly vegetable, a staple in kitchens everywhere, isn't safe from February's looming price hike. If you thought carrots would escape unscathed, think again, and prepare for a bitter taste of reality. The scary truth is, carrot production is taking a hit like never before, perhaps to safety at any cost. By using the help of your face, extreme weather is wreaking havoc on crops, with devastating droughts baking some regions while relentless floods drown others. These wild patterns are slashing yields, leaving fewer carrots to go around. And that's not all. The cost of getting those carrots to your table is skyrocketing. Rising fuel prices are driving up transportation costs, and don't forget the energy-intensive storage needed to keep carrots fresh. It's all adding up to one expensive root veggie. For something so versatile and nutritious, this price spike will hurt. Imagine a stew without carrots, your favorite salad missing that crunch. Or no fresh sticks for dipping. It's a grim picture, but don't panic. Yet, you could turn to other root veggies like turnips or radishes to save your dishes while saving money. But act fast, because if carrots keep climbing, they may just hop out of your budget entirely. Number 1. Cucumbers. Fresh, crisp, and perfect for salads or a refreshing drink, cucumbers have long been a staple in our diets. But come February, this go-to veggie is about to take a hit that'll make your wallet cringe. The price of cucumbers is climbing fast, and the reasons will leave you green with concern. First, cucumbers are highly dependent on water for their growth. The bad news? Producers in key regions like Turkey and Spain are struggling with severe water shortages and droughts. Crops are dwindling, leaving farmers with fewer cucumbers to harvest. But that's not the only problem. The rising costs of labor and fuel are making it more expensive than ever to pick, pack, and ship cucumbers worldwide. Every step of the supply chain is plagued with soaring costs, and you're the one who'll feel it at the checkout line. What does this mean for your daily menu? Cucumber slices in your salad or spa water could feel more like a splurge than a simple luxury. But don't despair just yet. You might consider replacing cucumbers with more affordable alternatives like celery or bell peppers. Act fast, though, because the fresh crunch of cucumbers could soon be a distant memory, and that's a future none of us are ready for.